Wasi Iradinyankupo. Come on. Yeda Wasi Iradinyankupo. Dear friends, we are excited again to come your way with another day. Sorry, not shrine. Ejumedie bia WTV ahyehyɛ a yɛde brewo yenum sɛ anopa bia sɛ yɛba UTV so saa na ayɛ ahomeka anopa dia na sɛ ne yɛde ma Awurade sane sɛ yɛkɔda yɛ sɛ edufochie na yenum yɛ ho so hwɛ Kristo aka yɛ ho ama ya sɔre yɛ na so waka. We want to welcome you to this morning's edition. Bompa is Awurade ɛbɛka yɛ ho Awurade ɛbɛdom yɛn na ɔde etu ɔkɔde ntabai so. Amen. Friend me also for Adzika Vincent me.
Miss Na.
All right, now yanking can Bible.
Okay, so we'll take our scripture reading from 1 John chapter 3, verse 1. Yohane wulo niji ekomie, icho niji etenkeje kuku niji ekonomie ni kanu yake nyekwe asumo abo so ni chele kesumo wo ake acho wo nyumobi ni nakan woji ene hiwole jele lewo eja ake ele nyumo. And then the English also reads that how great is the love the Father has lavished on us, that we should be called children of God. And that is what we are. The reason the world doesn't know us is that it did not know him. The word of God.
Thanks be to God. 1 John chapter 3 verse 1. The epistle of John chapter 3 verse 1. How great is the love the Father has lavished on us, lavished on the line, that we should be called the children of God. And that is what we are. The reason the world does not know us is that it did not know him. Dear friends, I like the word lavish, and I want you to underline it so much. 𝗟𝗜𝗙𝗘. Say a casa lavisha. Akwa yese ye krokrowo na ye di bibia ba be hye wonsa ade no unhye da mfata nti utirimu aye wode ama chese wo konkron da wachi onyankopon do no a wode do ye no eya krokro do. It is a lavished kind of love. Said the onyankopon do wiase a wode no do ba kro no man sa odo no ne ye di ho adanse a onyankopon afete ehwie gu ye so first na wiase nim ye nanso Christo donity say we are enemy. Now we are recognized by this world because of the lavished love of God. This morning I directly want to speak to you. Be our sorry, you don't feel loved. Obi mpewasem, moko small sunny. Amareka long. I am speaking to you directly. Obi anoa Christo do unyankopon do bi wo homa. I pray that the love of God will be imputed upon everybody listening to us this morning. At the end of the day, may his love encompass us and bring us to fruition. I pray for fruitfulness for you. Amen. The name of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen.
All right, now set the agenda for us.
So we have all heard the fact that some companies have folded up or some companies are exiting the Ghanaian market. But well, the situation is more alarming than we actually think it is. Don't worry. Wait for the details.
Why are some people attacking fire officers in the eastern region? As same way they move your fire service for attack on power eastern region. What will bring you the story? Maybe you have not heard it yet, but will bring you the full rendition of why some firemen in the eastern region are being attacked. All right, now beside your question.
But how is the limited voter registration going in your area? Yes, voter registration is going on. And so if you just turned 18 or you turned 18 in the last 2 years, in the last 1 year, in the last 8 months, in the last 6 months, even yesterday, this is the time for you to walk into any of the voter registration centers and get your card done. Or if you have lost it, you can go ahead and get a new one for yourself. But how is it going in your area? When you call us on the TV segment, you can share your view with us on that.
All right, very important. Ebi ana okra de wo nye 18, umma eye 18, nananom ye 80. Misro, encourage them so they will go and register. But when you call us, we want to know what is in your area. You are the watchman and the watchwoman in that area. ye ofra ma yehu de ekoso yeda ase yenim se dwumadie se no ya na de bia ye kasa ye disika na ye enti akuku dam nnwuma bi a eta ye chi no we are so grateful to them. We also want to thank you for being our #1 sponsor of this Christian show. Me pacho yeda omasina shase mayne.
𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗍 Insurance is still here with us. Walk into any of their offices nationwide, or if you're in a car, you can locate them inside also behind the Presbyterian Church. Speak to their agent who would walk you through any of their insurance policies that they have in store for you, and you can sign on to one. So do well to start signing on to one of their policies today, and you have us to thank for that.
Me pacho nanse yesen kwala bi ekotu school mu wie school na level 400 me we are exams omo ko register akọ certificate so the school is not accredited. Oh, you have wasted all those 4 years. Please don't look left or right. San Obi Kame Pacho, go straight. We have 3 campuses. It is the Methodist University. Eba main campus Dansoman. Eba Winchia, Winchi, and have eba Tema campus. Mr. Please buy our forms. We are Methodist in our forms free of charge. Yenju usikebia. Na we are ready crash or Quarcoo school fees. Unim say you have 30% near the amount. The subsequent semesters you only pay 10%. Everybody is coming to the Methodist University. It still remains excellent morality and service.
Try out any of Sankofa Natural Spices range of spices that they have in store. Walk into any shop today and you can get all the spices that you're looking for, ranging from the chicken, the beef, the goat, the stew, the soup, the curry and nutmeg, and many others. In fact, there is a noodle spice for you. So if you are cooking spaghetti today or you're cooking noodles today, this is the rich spice that you can add to it to add flavor and to add taste to your meals.
All right, so when it comes to cook food, Macho say KFK for the Mokwakoje Sankofani be iguo hot chum. And so when you go, everything of diet is natural. Pacho for your breakfast this morning, for your lunch in the afternoon, and for dinner. Please go to the KFK Foods. A bank right there. They are located in the Wesleyan Towers. Mr. Methodist Asafo headquarters are see the tin crane. A dan in US a sense a dino. KFK is located on the ground floor. Please go to the Badin Community 25 or also so Ubenya Eduanini Biato. Come on.
These days, any of the Fridays, you find people wearing African print. You find your priest or your reverend minister in your church wearing a cassock nicely sewn. You can only get this from MIP or the Methodist Investment and Properties Limited, located in Adabraka, inside the Grand House adjacent the Holy Spirit Cathedral. And to walk into any of their offices, especially the one in Adabraka here, and when you walk into it, you can speak to them. They'll have your attire sewn for you perfectly well. They'll give you a day to pick it up, and when you wear it, one would definitely ask where you got that attire from.
But how can you go and buy attire and buy your jacket, buy your inner suit and all that when you do not have money? Oh, MIP also someone for sikanin show.
They are in business.
They are in business. All right, maybe you don't have money this morning. I am recommending for you the multi-credit. Go and get a loan. Me pacho insi hono de bia me kacho say you kuma bi afi so default to cry entete wo ye no kasa de pacho multi credit ashenso de na ye blue and red. Go to them and get the loan ti edwumakoi na so ye mu a na wotwe bia omo de ye ko ene being the Wednesday so omo de ye ko, and we are so grateful to them. Ye ba beji okonwa na ya tena ase na afi yako de wobomu na afi yakonko wakrata so na so sam ready ye kwa akotwa ye hu ketwe bi ye ba ye beji okonwa.
KFK Foods is an award-winning world-class restaurant with over 10 years experience in both local and continental dishes. We render services for parties, cafeteria services for schools and hospitals, individuals, corporates and institutions, as well as groups who want to treat their partners to delicious meals and services. We have all local and international dishes including banku with tilapia, fufu with light soup, fried rice with grilled or fried chicken, assorted fried rice, fish with chips, noodles and spaghetti, pizzas, pastries, shawarma, beef and chicken sauces. All kinds of breakfast baskets in Accra. Locate us at the Ambassadorial Enclave on the first floor of the Wesley Towers at 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. from Monday to Saturday. In Tema, locate us at Community 25 Annex, where the event center is located at 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. from Monday to Sunday. For all orders, call us on 0244 637647 or WhatsApp us on 050 33 KFK Foods, you deserve it.
Nana ye, Ediana mihui, enemrim, and now water kakadro pepperin sia, na wakwakochi.
So for mommy, said you me peme duane nyina natural no. Me this spice so.
Emuna kakadro garlic rinsia, na spices, a kakadro. Garlico ediye and a yake boom. Na ye sankofa natural spices.
Oh wow. Na sana kesi nyina o. Eni me ya ye hit it. Hey, munya garlic no, any dey mu chuchuchu no. E free na kro. Sankofa natural spices. And one you use 100% natural. Said the yepen no.
Adofo, mamunye huge mistake. Sankofa natural spices.
Do you need quality and professional ministerial attire? Be it cassock, clerical shirts, stoles, preaching gowns, preaching bands, wedding gowns, and sanctuary vestments? Then your best destination is a Methodist Investments and Properties Limited, MIPL. Individuals and churches can also contact MIPL for their African wear, both male and female, curtains, church or institutional anniversary clothing, Friday wears, mufflers, diaries, liturgy books, souvenirs, badges, Lacoste and t-shirts, among others. MIPL produces natural fruit juice such as ginger, pineapple, mango, millet, banana, as well as specially prepared ginger powder to boost your daily vitality. MIPL Property Management is also available to both individuals and corporate institutions in managing your property and providing investment solutions. Locate MIPL office at the Grant House inside Adabraka, Accra for your businesses at affordable prices, or call us on 0242 122 787. If you are looking for an office space which is spacious with a car park, 24-hour security, standby generator, then look no further. The Grant House building is up for rent and is located adjacent the Holy Spirit Cathedral, Accra. Call us on 0242 122 787. It's time for Dew. So and then in sema opese otitini na ene aha na obetimi anya bre atie nsemi na ena afen so comment any suggestions a ewo ho nyina na news analyst betna se a ewo part 2 ne so a odini na so ebebre nti yeda se wagimre oba behwe anapawe osofo good morning.
All right, good morning.
How was your night?
Night, well, I was not too good at night.
You had light out?
No, that was light.
Okay.
There was light, but I think there were a lot of readings, a lot of
done.
Yes, needed to submit some abstracts, 2 of them, for a certain conference that is closing by Friday. I'm still not done. I'll go through after the show today and send it.
Okay.
But stop. They will receive the abstract. Oh, yeah. You will receive it. All right. So now, I think we have the first story. Let's go to the camp of the EC. Now, EC or announcement to be a
The Electoral Commission of Ghana claims it has successfully addressed the technical issues that blighted the limited voter registration on the first day of the exercise. According to the EC, these challenges included faulty machines and network problems that prevented some prospective voters from registering on Tuesday, May 7, 2024. In a statement, the EC explained that they encountered some technical challenges with the internet connectivity in several registration centers, which resulted in delayed starts for the registration process. However, by noon, the majority of these technical issues have been resolved, allowing the registration process to proceed smoothly across the country. And the statement reads below. It says that initial challenges with the registration exercise, the Commission wishes to bring to the attention of the general public that following our monitoring of the voter registration exercise this morning, we observed some technical challenges with internet connectivity in a number of centers. This delayed the start of the registration at a number of registration centers, but we are happy to note that by 12 p.m. the technical issues in most of the registration centers have been resolved. Consequently, the registration exercise is proceeding smoothly in almost all the registration centers nationwide. And then it says we encourage all qualified applicants to avail themselves and register to vote in their prospective district. Election 2024, your vote, your future. Signed by Mr. 𝗦cie𝗿𝗲𝗿𝗘, Acting General Director, Public Affairs.
You na ye kasano na ye isi asue and ye kwenra Ghana ha isi eshe bibi ase a friend limited voter registration ase ne se eye womo afi na womedi eye emfie edunwotwe na afi so won so a womo card a ye de to aba no ayira no mutumi ko na mukọ ekoje foforo no ne ye sha ase na emfidi a ye de ye adwuma no we na obeso a na fidie se kochiri obeso fidie kochiri na ne koba ne se na omanfo ede wo manu atum ya na eye amanyofo bi kura ebo yisi ko edu se district bi onu ni musa mu nipa wo ho no ana sa nsem yisi si ne no ana yisi ababonten ababeka se da bi enye boapayo yisi onyina amanyokuo bi echi eye Ghana echi ene ogina enti emfidie so de odi go ho na wanso mfidie no brano a etimi etochma te internet nsam ni mfidie ni bisuso aye dada no mo kasa nya boapoyo nanso adom abrewa eyipoma kwan mu a sese kwan no damu trodo a sese de utimi ekọ register enti na yisi ehye nkran se obi antumrika wa wedi 18 afi ne wososo a wo ka daira no mesre ko ne kokoye fa ose yoyo ne koye na nya kama. All right, Inti Ekobane Sandia, now we want to go to the camp of His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, the Vice President of the nation and the flag bearer of the new Patriotic Party.
The flag bearer of the NPP has acknowledged the success of the government's free SHS policy, while also noting that it requires further enhancement. He has reaffirmed his decision and dedication to the policy's longevity, emphasizing that it will be secure under his leadership. The free SHS policy has been characterized by challenges, with the National Democratic Congress flag bearer John Dramani Mahama promising to review it when he comes to power. In an interview with Africa Watch magazine, the Vice President said the policy has therefore been a resounding success. That does not mean it is without problems. There is more to be done to improve it. He pledged to construct additional infrastructure such as classroom blocks, dormitories and dining facilities for schools in Ghana. Dr. Bawumia added that the free SHS policy has significantly increased student enrollment in senior high schools across the country.
A free SHS policy and ye kahu asemi ye papa His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia utu franka ema MPP osunu kukuruku amanyoku no ono ana wo kasa no wo kase ade ba ko a MPP aya asoni amagana fo nyina ene eye wo mo policy a ye fe no free SHS na ono de onumpa se free SHS na aboa amasese awofo etumi akika wo mo hye timi de wo mo mako school asese obi eni wa wotua tro ne taku na mum ono de onum se enye ni nyina na ewie peyo yewo enkekanye bi ewo nsusuye bi a ese ye de hyehyem na free SHS no ewie peyo na eye krogen kama pa na nsen beto dwa se ye owura Mahama, His Excellency, the ex-president of Ghana, our no so etu frankama NDC amanyokono beka say, one day oba free SHS won'twem na bi kika say oni obondo won'twem na emu oba obeye ni yie na de esi yi film ye film de esi de ka ho ye de aka ho eno na Dr. Mamudu Bawumia so aba beka so no so ni tirimopo no na ye ko yoku eni OSP so a I say we ka say we na ayo we ka say we na ayo ni nyina efa emame 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗏 ho yenka ehu asem nkyere ahwefo na.
The executive director of the Ghana Integrity Initiative, 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘, has raised significant concerns regarding the conduct of the Economic and Organized Crime Office, 𝗟𝗏𝗏, and the Office of the Special Prosecutor, OSP, in the investigation of the former Sanitation Minister, 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘. According to her, the current trajectory of the case involving the former Sanitation Minister reinforces the perception of bias and the notion that some high-profile individuals are beyond the reach of the law. 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘 expressed disappointment over lack of communication between 𝗟𝗏𝗏 and OSP, which she said has led to the standstill in certain investigations. Madam Ada said the attitude of the two bodies begins to give the impression to some of us that there is something we are not being told. Everybody is trying to shift the burden to the other, and that is not fair. If it was myself or you, people would work. 𝗟𝗏𝗏 will sit up and they will do suspicious transaction tracing, and they will work with the Financial Intelligence Center if it was necessary. So the impression is being created that some people are untouchable, and so if we do not want to touch them, we shift the blame and the burden to the other, and we continue to shift until we give it to those who cannot do anything about it. So that is the impression, and I believe that it is why CDD is saying it is a done deal.
You are right to also na the executive director of Ghana Integrity Initiative, ye mame 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘. Ono na oka se asembi ekoswa nebo enwokra nansen ana ye mame 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘 na asembi beto dwa ye ko hu sikapudu ewo ye ni damu esane se na servants omo ne nchen nkwala etete ne nchen na atese ebi akwakotam ni sika na ye nhwehwemu ko ha na chese sika pudu pa nje koba ne se aban esom enti aban so esom OSP na no na koba se OSP abomu dia na sika pudu ntu na 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘 so esom na nansen ya ne san ba beto dwa se na attorney general ka se asese kra de enyina so obi eni wo se maame no ebekoso ahwehwe ni nsemu ento no kra de nka ya clear no kra enti sa edwumakuo mienu nyina wo munyai kra se omo ye nhwehwemu eno na ye maame ada ababa beka se sa de a ye wo Ghana no eduru ba bia na akwakoye se enwomu a owura ampedu etoye o se ebiti yi ebisusu ntiwie kra ye nyina ye muadoma a ye wo muadoma aso ye wo kwaye mu nanso kwaye ya ye tim ebiti yi ebisu ntiwie kra eno ne sen wo de wano nkodwam unim bibi wo echi ni bi owemfo wo ye chewo na ye so mu so ekun a ye do beko isanse uni obi a okasama wo uni kasamafo na emum ye mpanifo amanyofo a wo mo sebe aban taa wo machi ananse nipa kese ebi taa wo machi no omo de omo ye bone a na omo no acquitted and discharged. Obete brofokete desist from investigate eno na mamika say ento yi kra ebe ya yemfa de ese ye de to ento na periperi yobi a ewo Ghana enkankan se ye yenhwehwemu fa enipa bi nuamo ho nsem no enko yi kra enti fa back for so can be trying Miss na kanyengo.
The president of the Foods and Beverages Association of Ghana, John Awuni, has raised concerns over the migration of multinational companies to neighboring countries. Numerous multinational companies have relocated from Ghana to other countries, attributing their move to high taxes and operation costs. Companies that have left Ghana includes Glovo, Dark and Lovely, Nivea, Jumia Foods, Bet360, Big Pens, among others. Mr. Awuni called on President 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘's government to urgently revise its tax models to prevent Ghanaian companies from folding up. He underscored the difficulties businesses face due to high taxes, stressing that the current tax system could impede the private sector's progress. The FABAC president lamented the the economy's lack of growth if taxes are not minimized, noting that the private sector is unable to create jobs due to unprofitability. He said more companies in the offering of relocating from Ghana. He said, and I quote, "More companies have left the country than has been announced. I have talked with them one-on-one, and many of them have opened satellite offices in Côte d'Ivoire and Togo. There are some products which are from Nigeria, Togo, and Côte d'Ivoire. This is real. Clearly, the former finance minister 𝗟𝗏𝗡 kept building was not meant for the economy to develop and stand and do well. It was a tax upon tax."
You na President or share Foods and Beverages Association of Ghana ano Ichano Tiawa se Fabak. Reverend John Awuni oye nyame nipa osom charismatic evangelistic ministry ho na odi sofo nanso ebadwuma pa woye de a ene na Fabak ano na oda ono na yene no interview no ka se ono so ade bi hana dwene pa na bibi etwa ne nsunomamu eno ne se enyumakuo bi ahyase efi Ghana ahohare so abrane so a wodwene ho a wonte ase kra na saa edwumakuo ni bi global nani ne mienu ni ye kan ho asem dark and lovely Navia Jumia Foods bet 365 anankwala no beti na ye ninye ho de nanso womko big pens enkwala edi tro enyina ba betoye nanso saa enyumakuo enyina edimirika no ne se eto a yeji enyumakuo yi emma business yo enye fekra sane se odi sikapudu ebehye adwuma mu na aban ahwe so age eto puduo na puduo ni puduo hye de a se de ebeka kire de wanhwe a ebeye hwe na eye hwe de a ene yenyai na yenko yukrum yenko yenchi yebi efiri bae na okase bibiri so atutu eko eye amaman ya benyen ebi ko Nigeria ebi ko Ivory Coast ebi ko Togo ya no stress o mampani hwe wonye bibi anye sa Ghana ye ho ana ye bekire nti the Bank of Ghana also has something to say.
The Bank of Ghana says it will continue to closely monitor and regulate financial institutions in the country to ensure the stability and integrity of the banking sector. Maintaining oversight in the banking industry, according to the central bank, is crucial for safeguarding against risk and promoting trust in the financial system. Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, at the name change and gala dinner of the FBN Bank Ghana Limited, maintained that his outfit has not departed from protecting the funds of depositors. He was quick to add that the Bank of Ghana will not hesitate to crack the whip on institutions involved in regulatory breaches. In the meantime, banks have been encouraged to embrace the emergence of fintech in the financial ecosystem as a catalyst to deliver innovative financial products and services.
Eye ura desen so ane kase se ye kase sika krabia na eye bank na emum yen ya ye de sika ko ekokko kra ho no yen de yen ye friend se eye depositors na no no kase ye sika eda ho na no kasa se amanfo mo sika eda eye bank ahodo ano eye yen Bank of Ghana ye hwe eye sa sika krabia fo nyina no so no ye hye mo bo se mo sika eda ho no sika na beda ho ne ye bebo ho ban papa bento obi anya arehwemu se sika eda bank no ye benya ahoban bo ho na nse ni anim se haircut ni ache ni etwa uti ni ate ni etwa uti no na aka ba se nipa bebre na esu se na ye sika da ho na motetetete so edi tuetu amaka de ene se ye di sika eba ye sika ye bete so ama ye be akofra na kuma bio nanso eye Ora Addison or kase adwebro obi asika eye ku running over kone sika ne dawo all right, so to our last story before we go into the newspapers. Eastern Regional Fire Command cautions public against attack on personnel.
The Eastern Regional Fire Command has issued a stern warning to groups and individuals who have made it a habit of attacking firefighters in the line of duty to desist from such despicable act. The latest warning comes a day after some fire personnel dispatched to the fire scene at 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗿𝗍 came under attack as some youth group from the area pelted the teams with stones, destroying the windshield of the fire tender or engine in the process. The unwarranted attack, according to sources, was premised on the fact that the personnel who were called in came from the regional command to provide cover for their colleagues at 𝗟𝗏 following the grounding of the 𝗟𝗏 fire engine, which had been decommissioned. The angry youth, who had no idea about the situation, took matters into their own hands, pelting the team with stones and other offensive objects, resulting in some officers who were on board the fire engine sustaining injuries. The fire engines and equipment have also been damaged in the situation the command has condemned. Now, the Eastern Regional Fire Service Commander 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗍𝗏 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗍𝗏 called on the Ghana Police Service to investigate and ensure that all culprits are prosecuted to serve as a deterrent to others. And so this is it.
All right. Odumuje Jumaku ewo Ghana. From Ghana Fire Service. Omudi eja enodum enti eja eba se eja ewo shapo mu se eja ewo efiefie mu se eja bikura aso suku bi mu dan tintin dan tietia wo mo neko ekuku dumuja na nansen de Eastern Region asem bi esia Odumujafo etumirika kɔ hɔ koye na womu dumuje ya emrantie mabaawa ewo eye mantem hɔ etambo ana omato obeka so ye Palestine for totobo ebobo eye firefo na firefo so se enye omode kra esane se eja no mu kwa kodum na anko se kwa akɔgyebo na nka eye mpanifo ne buba bi se anoma eche redua so a wojebo nanso fire service onye noma nanso wobekɔ na ebo ana ye toto ebobo wo mo eye fire service for say omoba na se omoba ba bedumu jana ya na adwobrɛw na eye commander oda eye Eastern Region Fire Service Jumaku na no wo sere se sa de eye ensomo do ejiri mabunu ne ye na enso ani enti police form honyimu na de omo beye no wo monye na wo mo ese ye twe omo na ye bo omo kwadu ye mo omo ko na nye ense na ho na enye ahyenso de se firefo ba omo ba bedumu jana already ejei hwehwe omo dadada na wo san ekro omo abo emfa kwa mu kra na
I don't understand why, if you are not in someone else's shoes, you don't know how the situation is.
Yeah. Because
the fire service have spoken not once, not twice, not three times about the fact that they are even not really equipped. And so when they come to a fire scene, they try their best, they use their manpower to try their best to douse these fires. And so if they have even come late, you had every right to have allowed them to do their jobs or to do their work. And then maybe later on, you speak to the commander on ground. Better still, don't even talk about it, because whether or not they came in early, I'm not saying they should always go in late. No, far from that. But probably where the fire station is situated and where the fire is even coming from may be far. There's the issue of traffic, there's the issue of bad roads. And we all know that in this country, the bad road network, the kind of bad roads we have are about 95%, and then the good roads are about 5%. So if the Ghana National Fire Service is supposed to use that route, imagine what is going to happen.
What is the basis for your percentile allocation?
So, if you go to the 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗿𝗍𝗏 community itself, if you've been there before, you know the kind of roads that they have. And so you can't really blame them. So don't
you think they just do anything by heart? When people are hungry, HS. All right, so let's go to our newspapers. All right. So now you can welcome your sister.
Rachel, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Afarley.
You're not sounding high.
Hello. Good morning, Miss Afarley.
Good morning. How's your night?
Very good.
You had light?
Good. Yes.
Okay, finally,
yes.
Thank God.
I live in a semi-residential area. It's hard to say.
Anyways.
Semi.
Yes, semi-residential area.
Residential area going light off. Okay. Welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Afarley. Enti yede 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗘 ebre ashofo ene na eye wukwada etoso mienu ewo kotonema bosumimu na se ne de bia ye no yede daily graphic ebe share ase enti ye ko daily graphic katafa edikan na VAT in limbo, retail outlets sack, economy dry, nation loses billions in revenue. Be bold to publish findings, Attorney General tells African investigative bodies. System failure delays voter registration. Anti concerning voter registration story no eno ewo page 16 of the daily graphic. Yede daily guide ena yede 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗏𝗘. The Ghanaian Times, the most authoritative newspaper, 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗍𝗏𝗘 help us deal with land guards and sand winners. Blue Skies management appeals to President. 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘 chief condemns killing of soldier at Kaswa. New force leader launches 100 million Ghana cedi crowdfunding to support electioneering. Limited voters registration commencement experiences hiccups in team. Stop premium undercutting to sustain industry. Commissioner of Insurance. Enti se onsa eka the Ghanaian Times 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗘𝗏𝗏 na wakinken bi amayen kama. Daily guide kwatafa edikaino Mahama will run down Ghana eye nanado ena oka say information minister designates visits daily guide. Voter registration takes off after initial hitches. You have good policies a year for chief ena wonom eka say atre baumia into way ena ewo the daily guide newspaper mu 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗘𝗏𝗏 ediso the Ghanaian Observer. They say truth stands, observing Ghana in truth. On the Abana headline, NPP ladies root for woman running mate. Ghana's future lies beyond cocoa and gold. Vice President Baumia ena all can't say for regional house of Chiefs President hails Vice President Baumia. Don't vote for Mahama. He will destroy my legacy. Ekufuado ena onoso eka say ewo the Ghanaian Observer newspaper mu 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗘𝗏𝗏 ediso the Daily Dispatch. As always, they say factually reliable, reliably factual. On the Abana headline, we reduced the cost of elections from $13 per voter in 2016 to $7.76 in 2020, saving Ghana $90 million. Electoral Commissioner Jean Mensah ena or can't say cedi depreciation against US dollar has improved under NPP as compared to NDC. Baumia ena also can't say money has never influenced my sense of judgment. Otumfo or say to the second into way ena ewo the Daily Dispatch newspaper mu 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗏 ediso the Inquisitor. They say redefining objectivity. Kwatafa edikaino concerning Cecilia Dape's investigation. OSP exposes Attorney General's lies. Soldier's killer is influence peddler, has no links with IGP and others. Commonwealth regional anti-graft heads brainstorm in Accra. And concerning the 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 trial, Dr. Arthur was part of CRIG's CTCM that passed Lithovist as liquid fertilizer. One of the witnesses concerning the 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 trial and also can't say the Daily Searchlight. Depreciation, did Baumia lie to Africa Watch? This is the big question. Depreciation, did Baumia lie to Africa Watch? Foreign Minister launches third Made in Ghana bazaar. Ghana National Fire Service saves 5 stores from fire wounds at ahan keseso in Dunkwa on Offing. Vice President Bawumia calls for deepening of ties between Ghana and the EU to address crucial issues of mutual interest. Enti onsa eka the Daily Searchlight newspaper na stories when in our room. The Metro Lens, they say relevant, our pride on the Abana headline, economic revolution, Ghana's future beyond cocoa and gold. Bawumia and all can say Ekufuado and Anot Dompre illuminate blue sky. Ghana card replaces national health insurance card for healthcare access. A year, Dr. 𝗟𝗏𝗘 and also can say your policies are good for the country and the next generation. I have for Regional House of Chiefs and one can say 𝗟𝗏𝗘 Vice President Dr. Bawumia. After the Metro Lens, the 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗏𝗘, the Chronicle, they say they are the spear of the nation. On the Abana headline, don't vote for Mahama. He will destroy my legacy. Ekufuado and also can say Ahafo will massively endorse Bawumia or my hene and also can say NPP loyal ladies want woman as running mate. CDD Ghana disappointed in how 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗏𝗘's case is being handled. Enti se onsa eka the Chronicle 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘𝗏 na wakenkan bi amaye. 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘𝗏 ediso daily analysts they say without fear or favor on the Abana headline anti-graft conference in Accra. Corruption perpetrated by all. Minister of Justice and also can say Fatimatu Abubakar visits Adzika Media Village. Ghana needs decisive leadership to address development issues, says Bawumia. Concerning Kintampo North, some communities are living in fear following attacks by some Fulani herdsmen. And concerning the 1-week observation of murdered soldier, family demands justice and wants one 𝗦𝗍𝗍 arrested. Into way and so the Daily Analyst newspaper mu 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘𝗏𝗏 ediso the new publisher Katafa Edikaino, zero tolerance for corruption. 8 new laws pop up under Nanado government. Government fast tracks process to return vested lands. Minority question $240 million African Games expenditure. Enti onsa eka the new publisher newspaper na wakenkan bi amaye. 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘𝗏𝗏 ediso the custodian they say fearless, fair and reliable. I'll be a decisive leader, Bawumia assures Ghanaians, says Ghana's future lies beyond cocoa and gold. Establish local enterprises to replace relocated companies, AGI to government. EC begins voter registration exercise. Enti onsa eka the custodian newspaper na stories way ina ewumu. 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘𝗏𝗏 ediso the Ghanaian publisher Katafa Edikaino NPP loyal ladies prefer female as running mate. Ahafo chiefs endorse Bawumia's agenda. I cannot hand over to Mahama, says Ekufuado. Muhammad Ali writes the role of succession planning in promoting brand resilience and sustainable growth. And Yoko fires another salvo at OSP and no page 2 of the Ghanaian publisher newspaper. 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘𝗏𝗏 ediso Republic Press. OSP and Yoko caught in crossfire over 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘𝗏𝗏's case. Nana takes down Mahama, calls on Ghanaians to reject him. I've got about 30 policies to my name. Mahama has none. Bawumia and also can't say man burns himself to death after attempting to strangle wife at Abekan. That's a very sad one. And now Yako Eastern region and so anti-cocoa smuggling task force impounds 130 bags of cocoa at Imprior. So Yako Ashanti region and so poor drainage system pose threat to residents of 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. So NT and also Republic press. And so we end with a world of children in the junior graphic. On their banner headline, Preventing TB Among Children, new test introduced for early diagnosis and treatment. 𝗟𝗚𝗡 releases BEC sample questions. And as we all know, Mother's Day is just around the corner. And so we have a story here that says a mother's joy and pride. Ain't onsa eka junior graphic now I can be amaye. Ain't hana ya did
so that we must announce it early. Yes. It's not Girls' Day. No. It's not Ladies' Day. No. Exactly. It's not Wives' Day. No. Exactly. It's Mother's Day.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. So if you are a lady and you are a mother, you can be young and still be a mother. You can be, but you can't be a girl.
Mother's Day.
No, you can't be a girl and be a mother.
Brought this thing captioned it Mother's Day.
So whether or not you have a child, you can't.
No, you are not a mother.
Oh.
Well, you see, some are mothers to people, and those we include them. So mothers that are biological, mothers that are not biological. Yeah. But we are not talking about wives, young girls who wants to use this to milk.
No baby mamas.
No what?
No baby.
No, they are mothers. They are so it's a Mother's Day. Oh, it's biological, non-biological, spiritual mothers and all.
Also, let me cast over say, I do Father's Day. I na nka ho asem. They do Mother's Day. No, we also make noise for you when you get to your turn.
Viewers, we have started advocating for our mothers, and so we know we are going to celebrate them very much well. You do father so anoma yes
on Friday any day. Aji Mother's Day na ye birthdays no.
Yes.
Say obi o ha bia the name picture beba.
Okay.
Friday fantastic. This will be for on air staff and off air staff.
Yeah. That will be fantastic. All right. Okay. Adama say yeba sisi a nkomodidie bi e wechire no adu twam. Please join us in this discussion. Yeba sisi a
There is always a story on the train of national discourse, a host of thorny issues begging intelligent analysis and unbiased scrutiny. But how do we interrogate these matters? Through the regular lens of partisanship or through a spectrum that focuses on the national good? The answer is the latter, and that is why the state is here. Here on the state, we turn our backs on the political gimmicks, ignoring the endless propaganda and opening our doors to honest and critical assessments on all matters of national interest. Our focus is to generate compelling solutions to the litany of problems in education, politics, health, governance, the economy, and all other areas of national life. We also bring you closer to the narratives on the streets, bringing you up to speed with the voices of ordinary men and women who cannot be heard. It's a platform of truth, objectivity, and impactful Christian-centered engagement designed to better the lot of all and sundry. Join me, 𝗟𝗚𝗡, this and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on Wesleyan TV for this all-new current affairs program. For sponsorship, please call 059-311-0733 or 025-625-3461. The State, probing the issues, digging the solutions.
Wesleyan TV, reaching out to the world.
Asio tware kwan opani ene hwan ye bo kwan kotu asio free tete odomankoma die yakwa akoto no kwan ya faso koto no enya de kro entimpani nse faso koto entimi nya pani nsire krokoto faso koto ayen hwehwemu ade ko krokoto no ho nsuo aye pani yakoto e edu fasa akwa we so akase nyame ene de edikan ɛwɔ kwan nyinaa mu ɛfiri sɛ ɔno deɛ ɔwɔ hɔ ɛne yɛbɛtoo no ɔbɔɔ yɛn ne yɛbɛhuu no nti yɛkwane a yɛfa so hunu nyame no ɛkyerɛ ɛgyina baabi a yɛteɛ ɛne yɛamammerɛ so nti saa nyame korɔkɔto no wobɛhu ne yie a agye sɛ wo kwan a ɔno aboa wɔ nyansa ama watumi abɔ ato hɔ na mpanimfoɔ asɔe de ato hɔ ama wɔ no wohunu saa kwan no na wofa so de som ne yie
mpanyin bɛtena ase na yɛsɔn abɛn hwɛ yɛnim na yɛnkyɛ koraa
Yaba patuzu ne de wa onim se ene Wednesday ye papa osofo Dr. Justice Apia Kubi abeka ye ho oye lecturer e wo Dominion University ene waba ne de onim se obeka Rafiki hu sense obechi ankofo first aka Rafiki hu nsem na afi so ni ayeso ye wo ma no na ode the comments no abeka ho Sofo, good morning and welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Pacha. It is saying.
Nami adom ya se kaka.
Yeah, dan nami ase.
So just first and foremost, of course, as usual, Auntie Rejoice the director Bekani paying from Go Rafiki. Pay Rafiki in Karena. We want you to understand, say you have a big family at WTV, and that we love you dearly. David said, if my mother and my father forsake me, then the Lord will take care of me. And so of course, so from paying for. My name is Preside no Ghana. Because NRA meeting be now very reverend. I mean here is the one who came. The cast are very, very well. Then into a chair so from Penfonia. Oh, some buy and I'm a task for some chair Bishop Osa or Sabute. So Sabbe Yahubia. No more.
Bishop Osano your conference or African Regency. So
okay,
he's been there, yes.
Wow. Yeah.
So a peace council for a few 1 or 2.
So Osa is part of the peace council.
Yeah, chairman of Accra Regional Peace Council.
Oh, awesome. Wow.
On Etiano.
And then I say, Bompire said this year the election will be very peaceful. That's what we are praying.
Yes, yeah. And then you check Kumasi for so come when
okay, yeah, of course, today is my mother's birthday. Mother's Day is coming. Oh, party hey ma, what do you say?
All right, so right on the screen is the mother of our brother, our friend Justice Apia Kubi. Mama, and that's what I share a year. The Women's Fellowship at Adia. Come on, Mama, we are celebrating you. We know, say, OTTV, name, Sia, Media Casamuna, Oba Justice Casacha, Mama.
We wish you, all your children here, those behind the scenes, we all wish you happy birthday. You know, Mother's Day is coming. And since Friday, now already declared unceremoniously that it's going to be Mother's Day only and no birthday.
No birthdays.
I am glad that
Friday day.
I'm here today for me to share both Mother's Day and happy birthday. You know, as I always say, some of us, we are who we are because of our...
Some of
us,
Some of us,
we are who... I don't know if it's because of... especially Madam Papa, and Christo. So my mom kept on pushing us to the church. Way back in Dunkwa way back in Dunkwa. You're quite sorry. So that is so up to now. Mintime mom paya kura nyemi hymns. Even if I can, because the hymns itself, is already praise.
Yeah.
And then I say, and I have some Asante Mai with in the Methodist Church, the girls' fellowship there. Girls fellowship, my preaching of best on the girls' fellowship in here. This thing up to now, I don't know if you know, my mom is still a lay preacher. Still lay preacher.
Lay preacher, they young retirement.
Okay. I did back home. I can't party chat for since I'm not here in the Mother's Day. When say I finished my PhD before my mother finished university. Mom, I'm about to be 50. I'm about to be 50 years old this year. My mom gave birth to me very young, and at a very young age. Now the funny thing is, who me who send the school, she kept on pushing me. She kept on pushing me. Bro, no one who says she had the banner drew baby or pen. Then she went back to school again. So say Mameno put all her desires aside to concentrate on hold. That is the right way. And
Mama, we all celebrate you. We all celebrate you.
And happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
So what the carry the old mom. This year, only minute.
Mama,
yes, I'm very sure we know.
Mama, one first no ye Methodist for one beji him abeji and church de kwasa fufufuro mu a almost a hon kwan just say no also let's go straight to our first story ora baumia ka bibi afa free SHS no say ampa ne boss his excellence nanado nankwa ensano na free SHS na ba no ni mu say nkikanye kakra wo ho se nchinchim kakra ba ho no ba obesom pa ma waye ne yie pa ma ewie peyo. What do you have to say?
Ye bompa say no nko obi obebe bia obesom pa no yie because there's a saying say the biggest room is the room of improvement.
Yeah.
Media the bia me can say free SHS there is one of the best policies Ghana we've ever had. It's great. Nevertheless, bibia no improvement. Into a bumpire say so no saban or bibia no because there was a fear said if the opposition ne bar because of their attitude toward it during the campaign time. There was a time crowd who was special advertisement say you shouldn't take what they call this me and so features they were saying so many things now etimia bano ne ehu de ekoso. Then they came and said about they are going to review it. Then the government took it into different interpretation or their perceived interpretation. We are not you don't know what they are thinking. And the bomb said free said dear omada roma being proud of them. Yes, the because we need
also from the pushing commodity no. If you also say ba ubeye ni ama baby achia no ya tintin. We want to have specifics because for some people it looks a little vague. Say Adam Pine Kakra, say ye be ni na baby achia ehefa na achia. I mean, in your opinion, where are the places I say abangi or baby no be in any
the kind say vague promises in here. The problem of specificity is the biggest problem of politicians in Ghana. The biamu no one matoni trasa, ani ajaje trasa. It your chiani be out me in putuno distant areas are mi gidi pa baako ayen kwara na aduane die nyame anim ne kure ne ana ohye. I know she say bit and sometimes no omo position nyina up to now no sometimes you know ye dey who compare omo because sometimes kra me ma no omo can be am to share na mo aduane amudi na mo nya kenke ene sauce sardine baako ye sardine ne kra ne ye hu ni pictures mu
sardine baako na nya nipa baako sardine
because the plan baako say the whole kind
so nipa baako
no get the the whole table
the whole kind you papa ni dangote papa ni dangote no so it's not the whole to come to say yes I didn't cry and but and I'm paying for no your bumpire so move her says I no money bet me improve intermediate that one is the first one. Okay. The second one is the fact to say ya can't a teacher for no too much and especially principal so ya can't no too much about talking negatively about the free SHS. Because they are the foot soldiers. They are on the ground. Yes, you more can no mutimi freely kasa. Say be cry be say nye media cry na behind the scene because na intimidation it does on do intimidation it does intina mo mutimi kasa. So that is also another thing. Infrastructure is something that we need to, and that the previous government did very well, and we are believing God that this government focus a lot more on the free SHS itself, but not so much of infrastructure. Even though, in fairness to them, when it comes to the STEM, you know, this STEM is a very powerful thing. Now, me kai say, bra, me ba penny we, obe we ni mo no, and na nanti mo. Teacher for any professor there, Chrome, and almost Omra. But I wanted my son to go to university here, not to go, though he had the opportunity. And almost always they ask, so is Ghana doing STEM? Is Ghana doing STEM? And I'm sure no. Maybe just this time, but thirdly time we are not doing to those STEM, you know, a cost of power hand, you know, and see a bomb pie said also no on bar or Bishemkina. You lose the STEM now, no, it's more political STEM than the rest.
Yeah, interview presiding Wahaiwo, Yejumedi Bako, one of our biggest program by acquire from the state now. Presiding the two just almost so jitum pa when you say free SHS abeboa. Sorry ma a day a letter baba jim was saying a two name on Susu GD say you funtu mukakra and can infrastructure who can Adriane side and it's an yetimi any chinchim nina this free SHS baba be Jumedi Africa hanging to be a beacon of light for all of us. So I think unanimously everybody agrees say free SHS no ababe boa papa name yeah, quite and it's a model of CMBO, and no, yes, but also for your dance, young fire service for some minim say Eja ato baby that I'm one who's a fire service for agent who do more. But sometimes the ordeal they go through and sometimes they are not in their full regalia. A tank a woman they could be in Sue Gumun yet, so more for so they could, but one more yeno. A be afa aquarable, no aquarable. A boy do kum. You do, yeah, they share a year for the tie, a two at the ball, a anoman, a binance and woman do a gilly, a mobile be air to a day ball a year fire service.
But what was their reason? Say,
they have a reason.
Almost so much.
I see a grown and can you see though? No, Ghana, one of our biggest problems, say, we always compare the best of us to the worst of others. I heard this one is something that has always been. I think I said one of my professors, Ida Glasser, or a Jew, but or a British citizen, or say the most unfair thing is to compare the best of you to the worst of somebody. And him say a fire service for sometimes they have the problem of being delaying, and sometimes it can be their fault because you're nipa. But most of the time it's not their fault.
Yeah, most of the time,
99.9% it's not their fault. It's one technical issue or the other. Okay.
The fire service have even noted that most of these kiosks and containers have been placed on where they have to fix their hose. That's the fire hydrant. In this instance, is it the fire service's fault? It is not.
But I always say sometimes we don't know, but we don't know that we don't know. nti nipa na omo na ya kan free enkwara brem nyina atwadum say fire for omo bakro omo ni nsiom ne nti sa perception we tiri
ebe me say ye beko ye afidie ne so na ye wo video bi ahwefo ye pese ye hwe ye nhwe video bi
vilified, insulted, battered, bruised and demoralized by the same people we save. We have lost comrades who were like family in the line of duty. But we still jack up, put on our helmets and respond to the next emergency. The everyday story of the forgotten heroes. What others run away from, we run towards. We put our lives on the line for total strangers because that is what we live for. The smiles on the faces of the people we save, the properties we salvage, the nyumo ajonyi, nyamenshramu from the mothers, and the weight from the tiny hands of their children are what we, the forgotten heroes, adore so much.
Be there. Come on, be there.
Alright, so welcome back. This is the video from the Ghana National Fire Service and some of the things or some of the activities they are engaged in when there is the issue of flooding, there's the issue of car crash or car accidents. They come in, they step in to help bring out the victims out of these situations. And so sometimes we need to take our times when talking to them.
And we need to change the perception. Say
yes,
a fire for the be almost delayed because our DNA they say it's more and sometimes we
how good are our roads? It is a far tender can say we echo. Even the now 190 no so
all right,
so we should all factor all these things.
Na minko eye phone so ahwefo eye awerehosem a etodwa ewo eye insamoma duejiri eni mfoni bi ayeyi akyeremo ana etwagu eduru ba bi a fire service for omukọ ahohiehie mu at the peril of their life they subject their bodies to making sure that the citizenry is in good shape and in good health. Now are you safe? But the do baby, me say akwarabo a boy do come no man and not here too. But I have on the line our sister ACFO Jennifer na yale kwe. Anyanyo tete hello, Auntie Jennifer.
Hello.
Anyanyo o fine tete
O fine yo jogba, o fine bo to yo ten.
Me hu iyo jogban. O fine na le wo ba wi atwi
No problem.
So that others can Madam, we understand you are the commander for the Eastern region and we want to know what encompasses your jurisdiction of work. Where does it start from and where does it end?
Okay, so it starts from, in fact, good morning to your viewers.
Good morning, ma'am.
I bring you greetings from Chief Fire Officer Julius Kuno. Okay. You asked about my jurisdiction.
Yes, please.
Starts from Nsawam. From Accra side, it starts from Nsawam. And then it goes as far as to Afram Plains.
That is huge.
My goodness.
Yes. So you can imagine the
coverage is wide.
Yes.
Okay. Madam, on top of your head, are you able to tell us how many fire tenders you have within your pool, within your jurisdiction? How many fire tenders do you have?
Currently I have 19.
19
in commission. Yes, 19.
Okay, for the eastern region.
Functioning.
And that is
and then 3 are not functioning. So in all we have 23 fire engines in the region.
But there's only 19 that is functioning now.
It's not only 19.
19, yes,
out
19.
Of the 23.
19, that is. Okay, so what will be the total capacity you will need for that coverage area?
We have 28 districts within the region.
Okay.
We have 4 fire posts. 4 fire posts. Fire posts don't use appliances. They are just scattered in between the areas.
Okay.
And then we have about 4 fire stations that don't have appliance out of the 28.
Okay. All right. So I was asking, in that vein, how many engines, fire engines, would you have needed instead of the 19 that are functioning now, so that you say you're on top of your game? When you have this number of fire engines, you are just okay for job?
So like I said, we have 28 districts.
Okay.
4 don't have fire appliance.
All right.
That is 𝗟𝗡𝗏, 𝗟𝗓𝗏, 𝗟𝗏𝗏, and Quarcoo.
Wow.
They don't have fire stations, including
they don't have. All right. Madam,
they don't have fire attendants. They are fire stations, but they don't have fire attendants.
Okay.
For now.
Okay. Very much.
Other districts have appliances.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
And out of that stations that have the appliances, 19 are in commission, 3 are not working.
Are not working. All right. Thank you. We have an idea now. Madam, we just watched a video, and this is going to dovetail us into the 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘 situation. Ye nimu de enti ade bia fire service for na ebo mabo na ehwie nso gumu so na ye ma yakayaka de. Eduru ba bia yakoma eboto kakra. 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘 ye se abo pa na ye to mo. Madam Pacho de na esi enti na ye bo mabo sa.
Yo, me da se. Ye si ene se 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘 car no tender no na asay machine.
Okay.
Etimi say at any time. Asay aye di hu dwuma ebe sisi amana bakwan so na eja no to ho. Enti eto ho no no. So hu ye nearest fire station. Enti omo frɛ ho 11:38. Na omo dispatch appliance 11:39. Omo kodu 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘 Adzika ho no 12:05.
Okay.
Now ocean distance from Suhum to Adzika, it's about 30 kilometers.
Yeah.
And yet child's play. Our response time is supposed to be 5 minutes, depending on where the fire has occurred. So if we have to travel 30 kilometers to get to the fire ground, omuduha amusi omache.
Okay.
Omuduha amusi omache. In Sawam Hoy, and then dear see, I don't know, the first time a dear see. A dear see that. I'm a papa back one two born any, Nenny back one say the same.
A fire Nino.
Nenny back one say the same night. Into why any back one eye man. And or dear coffee. You better to car do one. Namukuta, omukuta that dear. Abo ke yache. Exam finisi instead so omo be frame omo frɛ o. Na omo a start dum jano.
Okay.
Eji nsɛm a na afei ya frɛ most of the time kra omo wo no kra on kai says so frɛ fire service.
Fire service, yeah.
Ebia obi a wo twem na obe frɛ. But we at TV station, move from cameras and quabonsi.
Okay.
Now, be some for say, Number Ben, a different fire service. They don't know. If you know better, so my fire service, this and say number Ben or different. They don't have the contact. And we have done education, sensitization. Just this state, we celebrated International Firefighters Day. And you can't want them. Say, as I say, Omujai Abrono Mubuyen. I see what Kumasi, I see what Pram, me what death taco, me call no koye, yabo wom, ye prepra wom. Naka na ye di bedroom jano, namu se kano. Na fi ye bedeng.
Wow. Madam, what catch Ghana police say ebeya womu hwehwe mu na wono a omudi sa nuahon monsem ye nche omu na ye ni omu asem. Me pa cho police fo atimi ama mu aye bi se ombeso mu aye ama ye na na.
Aka omu asom, omu di mujuma.
Oh, ye dase ene ebe me say asem papa. Me pa cho ye ja wa kokra no educate us a little bit. Na ye nyina ye hu say fire ni oye adamfo. Enti say eja ba ede na ye the first thing I see ye. Me pa cho we dey 2 year for na ye ma obaba nim say wadwuma dos.
Yo. Me ameka ni say de bia no ye chere amanfo said ye betena say. We say that we should be safety conscious. Ye bibia anyhow. Until a justice ye beat me back out of negligence. A beat me back carelessness. Oh, may and she made that may so or gas crown on she share the matches. Now I turn on we no. Now feel or she share matches. Or kono who matches are. No was man the band say cotton matches the bra. Meaning I will be a gas and gas na jita any or buy your pan matches na the problem about. Now we what free fire service or barbecue. If you be so sad, Jana, kuta matches. Pa and son of what any no be on. What we are supposed to the light no come. Now I blue kit heavy. Now one can so person increase here. Now I increase. But the yanisa na a Jana bar. A bar free fire service. O free na ye beba. Yet the one so at all say, ye, sir, ejumai, ye, bois.
Okay.
A Janny talk, na say, Microphone Gania, almost so Janny, no more Gania. Na ye, ye, come. The public me, I am great. Now I two, we are to ring. No, I see from where out to a Janny. Nay, a free fireman, say, no, I will make chemicals, a winning. When you now infinite, we are not enemies. They are supposed to treat us well. We don't deserve this. We don't deserve the humiliation, I don't know the word.
The treatment method. It's not the best. It's not the best.
It's sad.
It's not the best at all.
A fireman would leave the house. I will feel no catch any bushing for say. Me ko adwuma ba ko pe bibi e de bia brave bushing. Na your best friend Oma, they see other hospital call any abun. It's in other hospital. Where pra.
And yet,
I know, but you're near bandaging the baby. Cat, yeah, you be here, Juma. Cat is one and movies. I say, a dose one. I say, yeah, you want to be Juma. Yeah, the ban, I'm saying no. And then I'm going to say fireman here. We deserve to be loved.
Indeed, you deserve to be loved. Indeed, you deserve to be loved. Dear sister, I want to thank you so much for such a passionate appeal. Indeed, you deserve to be loved. Thank you so much. We have been speaking to ACFO Jennifer 𝗟𝗡𝗍. It's the Eastern Regional Fire Commander. On the near Casa Sisia, watch it. I rehearse somewhere a coto. A year, the money be a war in some adwejiri. Say fireman akra say wo ba ensa mama duagiri car ese beko eye fire engine asay ntina ese suhunfo ne ba na omba beboa suhunfo susu bedu a yeso ma yeliti mi we say 30 kilometers no mo nam so mo bai ye ba ya mrante ne maba obi e de akwarebo tai ene bo ene eboro wo mo feature no ne ba ya ebisisi form a chese wo mani atutu aka wo mo nsam enye asem papa kra osofo
Serious or say they go
yeah. Maybe do 30 kilometers. Because they have a speed that they run at.
Yes.
Into a quite okay, they wouldn't have spent 30 kilometers on that stretch. They would have gone earlier than the set time.
Well,
it is really sad. It's really sad, especially say, hey, Opa Parko, you ma buy an aniba kwabo. Or not because of Quarcoo Bobby. Fire, you might would know the anecrana, the shock. I used to say, no, so I also be a pretty hairless who invite a fireman or be joining.
No man, first hand experience.
But you see, if you have ever witnessed the fire incident somewhere and the way they douse the fires and the way they are not even really protected, some of them don't even wear the helmet. They just go in like that because near money issue or inside. They want to protect the rest of the items that are left in. They see what Makola hired I think about 2 years back near a perfume shop no they see any cathedral clinic they see 2-3 years back. If you were there and you witnessed what happened, you realize that these people are doing very well.
Yeah.
And they should be commended for their effort.
I think so.
Yeah. Sometimes it's surprising.
That's why I was wondering why I say firemen, because we are fire women.
No,
men. Generic.
We are generic. Once you are in the soldier, you are in the
fireman or else friend.
Fireman, you are no fire. Or don't a rechargeable
fire.
All right, so for your toss, Yanko, Yoku, any OSP, any CCL Dapan, Samoa Yeka, desist, cease to do this, Baba Yekasa, da yem penifoni be brand new. Meaning say a legal word, they are desist from investigating stop.
Desist from sending the bill to.
It's becoming rather too many. Cecilia Dapa. No na Mama Mary ka say we mfo de ko wi ade ana wo ye bibi anya ye so ne chise hu a na mo pani de ko ya aban mu panifo ana so bi owo bi gina na chi so oh that says ne clear.
You know, with this government, according to 𝗏𝗏𝗘 himself, the timer Ghana yakwa hu him pa was the timer. Cecilia Dapa that money under his safe and under his bed or her bed. And you make for economy. And I can say strongly say it's unfair to others, but I can still say strongly say there were others who also have enough money under their whatever. Because at that time, some of the big guns could not say secret banks because of what was happening. Na obi a oye minister na wa ban kwa hu hiem say na obi wia osika se kwa na onnim mpo. That is a sign say wo wa abro so say the fan kra onnim e kire akwa ko hu ye na ade kokota ye dini say na wo hwa ade ni nyina ho the office of special prosecutor ni Yoko and sometimes even the judges, you know, there's always some power play there's some power play the obia person protect the jurisdiction or say I just don't say a special prosecutor no or later they sent
later they say that just call later they say okay
latter part okay now I understand
oba enche ya ju to me kakra na ya ju to me kakra na dia mame enti tago bia member bia there's a certain bit of conflicts and frictions no na am wanti either say there has been divide and conquer strategy be and omotimi use the odwane and now say as they were saying no they are really untouchable. Now said Minister of Sanitation is untouchable. Then there's Chief of Staff of the President as well.
No, Minister for Defense and a Minister for Justice. On also
and please, they shouldn't let this go because there must be. Yes, in Sana to hold. And yes, I did. Okay, so we a special prosecutor say cause as some ready some other people houses to check. Some kohusika ewo obi ayi wonu say na issue why you say ensure negum the reservoir polytank na sika na edi agum. Ghana in 21st century. It is well.
Enra na ye tax officer kasa Mr. Otu anu oka say amanone onwa wo Ghana ye residential but omuko amanone koko ye adwuma no aban de abasa ese adwomoto. I mean which we all know. And na make can say is it not the case say usika doso aye tata ododo. And so people are now hiding their monies in very unscrupulous places.
Oh, any baby, any Ghana, baby, I was a cados, I would try more tax. Any baby, now they didn't tell more tax and say because you cados. Because I remember a man of God, I'm not sure how far it's true. A Dr. Rick Warren.
Yeah,
he's been paying his tithe faithfully, and also got through a book, The Purpose Driven Life. Mexican bar huge, so he decided to pay 90% tithe and keep the 10% because that 10% was much more than enough. It is also so I tell more. It is as simple as that. And China dear, although the Okano, my fiancé about
nothing amount for this case, yes, because member now by Jimmy a 2 pudu
and I think I'm discussing with
but sometimes he answer him say, Enra politician be besrabe. Oba me feel when and he's running for MP. Well, who no copy another estate, and I'm a driver ko share no kwa ho. Na me need nkomo I could see say he is really struggling financially.
Wow.
Seriously. Sometimes as a Giannia me ma be dikran edin.
So running.
Oh, running.
Suffer. Oh, they my phone line. Ain't it na ye kind of
MP phone na so.
Yeah, na ye kasafa free SHS policy say Dr. Baumia say onuba obehwe na wetutu niama yi. Afa so Eastern Regional Fire Commander akasa. O say omo a eya na omubu fire fighters no. Police for hwehwemu emmam. Sisi ayeka Cecilia Dapa, former Minister for Sanitation and Water, said GII say Iyoko and a special prosecutor they are creating an impression that there are certain people in this country who are so much untouchable. Into phone lines may be 0256253461 and 0538350625. The question of the day and they say how is the limited voter registration going in your area? And so Freya wako ho anas wako fa ho no ma ubetimi am a rundown of how the process is going so far. Osobo.
And she said about those divide and conquer strategy now using it. Meaning they say boy. It's not going to help us at all. Eso mu ye bibi na ebe yense na ho. Na for special prosecutor sometimes there was allegations say sometimes he comes too forcefully. He comes too forcefully. Now, say there's a saying say people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And you say obasa ina na obi as person emoye because media sankrofo say ye mu bibi. Unum say my former president who is now running say oba he will read obedience. Yes, and only HMI. And I said, so young boy, we are saying, I Pastor Isaac and Casa. Pastor Isaac.
I am Pamusuma, often in Libre, and Fiamu, ne a throne in Fiamu. If you say, ye Pamusuma, ye Libre, I mean to see me, I mean, yeah, me was gonna be the Potubang. I mean, you say, what better be the above, you be better be the I but any Libre, ne. Can say nyama enye titi emu nti no man no yesi apene nti nyama mbuamu no nhira ye nyina na nti asemra eya na me wasem bi mpese me bi celebra mu benya kwan what man suffer in your politics ahim for your politics no bi no be choose obi ni choice odi ama ne say me pebenkuma me nkonyimpa na me penyimpa me nkobenku sa sem no mo hwe na yenka ne yie no so puka say me MPP obi antan no kese me NDC obi antan e bi so obi a won right na mo nyame bebe bobu ye nyina aten e wa asase no so wo no kredi a wo yi no.
All right. Yo, yes, that's it. Yes, that's it.
Hello, good morning, fireman. Hello, fireman. Good morning.
Hello. Morning, Anita. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
This morning you are looking so exquisite. Fire service for.
Okay.
And I pay fire service for Omuyejuma team at the Amo Ghana. In the equipment, they are not moving near the Ano. They should make sure that you get provided at your home. Say that they don't make it too many years. Because if they are too tall, you're saying now, and the fire service center, you will be one way up at the I but you're not doing enough fire service for so thinking equipment of Muyano, I find the government source of it provided their home. And the companies are Omujani Ghana, Omufi Ghana next up by Akufado itself. That's the law. Take the Suka Kamay. Say that they are companies in Ghana because companies in Ghana in conformably a Juma ever say. On the other Knefi, a
yeah.
Bonifon the Bomupa, Akabokrono, Ebebo Brabia, and Senfata, Miss Rabai, Miss Rabai, Miss Defieke, so extra Akufado, Tigana, for you suffer. Now, conform to my book, yet now Akufado, you gonna form a ball. Not till you suffer, Miss Rabai, you can't be you. Go to my say, you go to the fireman, but do not tell you, can you get a common?
Fireman.
Okay, young Takwa. Sato. Hello, Sato. Hi, Seth.
Hello.
Hello, Sato. Lower volume na yeninko.
Hello, good morning.
Morning. Lower volume ni yeninko Seth, Mr.
Good morning, good morning.
Morning.
Come on, quick. I'm talking to guy.
Online ni si kakra, dan ho kakra. Okay, yanko kofinti wo Kumasi. Kofi.
Yeah, class in tea.
Yeah, adeshe.
I'm not paying in fact, me sure me can about the party. The Ghana Katano education system, we focus on the intelligence or the intellectual aspect. We are not emotionally intelligent. You consider IQ, but not EQ. That is for intelligent. By emotionally, we need the empathy for people. See, we need how people are going to feel. We need the people. So it's very unfortunate.
Okay.
The other one has to do with firefighters. And in fact, it's very unfortunate. Say, a number for 30 officers. I will not justify it, but it be a trade deal and a mobile. The amount of money so I will not like that. But firefighters and also they all call more officers are almost to a data. If you come from my home, they should be productive. Among proposing to abandon even prior shoes, the military officer and other procurement skills they can also produce them because they don't this one and say or more coverage anymore. But in the end, I must have about dealing. Until they should propose to government now resources or more not to be produced shoes the military officers and other government things. Now baby I into production cost.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Hello, good morning, Seth. Over free takwa.
Good morning.
Good morning.
But more
Nyaminadum.
Yeah, they are not. Me person because I be trapper. The other party.
Okay.
Aha. You see the party and I am no question. I friend saying, "Mama, me akọ to canoe." That's the food you know. Me ka you cross enye your friend saying the other party are party media. Party media in a sense say and then me say omon fa di osu so no monye sika di ku the party need to know. Omon fa anko bank. And this is against I offend the NDC ni MPP na me tell you who say that pay in the MPP pay ni bi and NDC pay ni bi akọ bank say okuyin sika aja campaign.
almost can in a fee. Almost can in a good and almost and your friend said, could you imagine? And I said, saving Katia, Eco Bank, could you say, we see Kadia, my practical strategy. And this I candidate, your party
said, Niao candidate, hey, yet to me, say, no, we can't substantiate that. But thank you so much for your comment.
But you have come from a good perspective.
Oh, yes.
I mean, a fireman.
Because all right, also for your son will call up for Coleman.
Look,
Coleman
is working with UN 1975. He's now so very weak.
Who are you talking about, Coleman?
Dr. Parry, sister the past husband.
Oh, okay, sure.
Okay. He started working in 1975 with the UN.
Okay.
Don't go there. I'm now 74.
Okay.
Okay? I can tell you much more better as an individual about him.
All right.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
They shouldn't discuss that man at all.
I will talk about
if he has worked for UN since 1975.
All right, Mr. Coleman, I'm really very glad you are coming from that angle. We do not belabor the hard working nature of Madam's husband. We are interrogating the legitimacy of keeping such an amount of money in the house. We are not questioning the source of the money. Mr. Coleman, are you there?
You start digging a hole.
Hello, Mr. Coleman, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, please. So did you get what I said? We are not questioning the source of the money. We do not know where the money came from. But as a leader of government, as somebody who is part of government, and you are keeping such an amount of money in the house,
talking about cashless society.
That is the problem we are discussing now.
Do you know how much I have in my house?
Well, I do not know.
Then you shouldn't have that money.
Yes.
In the house. You shouldn't.
So Mr. Coleman, that will not be a good practice for a citizen and an elderly person for that nature, where monies are supposed to be banked, monies are supposed to be kept very well.
To be done what?
Monies are supposed to be banked and kept so that the state can also.
Making his money, was somebody there?
No, Mr. Coleman. I think we need to be on the same wavelength. We are talking about why a government person should keep money at home.
Whether or not
and the government is encouraging people.
And the fact that
to put money in the bank.
How Cecilia the past husband made his money?
We are not talking about
Cecilia the husband. We are talking about
all right, Mr. Coleman, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, please, Mr. Producer, before we pick another call, we need to clarify.
Yes, we need to clarify. That's very important. We really need
to about the husband himself.
We shouldn't be in a hurry. So we need to clarify this. Yes.
To me, in Ghana, that is one of our problems. So, because of our personal relationship with people, we defend the defenseless. Who are banning catcher and say me firebar? Who are banning catcher and say, young fire seeker and to bank. Especially in 2022, specifically, where we were suffering so much, that bank transaction and some of these things will happen. At that time, dollar
was escalating.
No, we can't say what. We can say certain things like that. It is not right. To catch them say, who was Sasikano, who a popu crowd, it is wrong. It is wrong. And then most of the time, you know, sometimes even the church take advantage of us and say whatever they say, because sometimes they think that they have money and they have power and they can do whatever. No, we are not living in a jungle of a banana republic, especially where the president and the vice in particular are talking about digitalization or talking about putting your money in the bank, whatever.
The minister of finance
so we are not talking about how the person got the money.
Much more
somebody
money
has come and called, and the person's call is that what do you call this one? Is that that any or no any opinion by young panel there? We are not talking about the source of the money.
We are not even talking about the husband in the first place.
Yeah, we were not even talking. Or I don't know about. We are not even talking about the husband. Our main problem is about the Uoko for name, whatever, and the problem they are going through. Adia Mr. Coleman,
Hello, good morning, Francis.
Good morning.
Yeah, this.
I know. Also, is on this.
And no, you're ruminant.
I think it's necessary because if the United used to say you have to say a new conflict, your president that is very here. Now, as I say, in my issue, I in himself 1 hour penny for a show of it. It's one way I am so into it. So it's unfortunate that different happen. I'm a penny that I say. Oba be mo obegi sa sabulechi but my conclusion I draw from it say akoye say aban bi abaso na say the meet is abaso a esan say bia woye won crofo nti ni sese won to no fan to obetwen na opposition ko proba na wa behwehwe e kamia I say abasa dia not say institutions na they have been bought by the ruling party. Now, any idea?
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Francis, thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, Auntie Mary. Who can say Kumasi?
Hello.
Ma Mary.
Christ in you.
Yeah, this shit.
Now, what to say?
Yeah, who you, Mama? Yeah, who you?
Madam, I saw someone who see me.
Yeah, Mama. Oh, Mama.
Na, your friend says, Syria, that party, and na, me,
okay.
Me, be. I Syria, that party, in fact, in your year, one year, yes, time I was saying. Now, Sunny and I make a year now with this way. Young of Brofui beer. And Kaya, just and here the prison now so. Or not dear, yam and afan wedi. But sometimes, young no, near ma a quabba say, young to me, emphasis anchor bank no. Bakune, a binna no, bansa, government to gooning. Or say one more disca, one more say and sika. Sa banksy managers and 1 hour down, one and I'm going so I want me. But you sick and come, assas now, yan sankan.
Yes.
And Tisabre, obedient sick as Sanko to her. Is struck a cry a woman. That a party and dear, on your ya buy munipa.
Yes.
This or yes, but individuals are young ya buy munipano. No question, baby, slow because we need banker. What they will seek a quack to ma, even then they say commercial bank and said that you stable.
Mama, I will feel a child of TV and happy birthday, Yama. Also, I think that this is okay. Young Koya, Yao.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, Yao.
Your friend, Yao.
You Sunya for what is saying?
Oh, Sunya Boko. Where do you my drink a crab in a person with Chelsea? Hello?
Yeah, Tonka, Yao, Casa.
My person can make some my dream, say. Nka. I saw Jassie na Kugana phone, I say Ghana phone. Nka. A buy no to me and a baby to say, fire extinguisher and car even in your fear
Son, I'm running to you. I say, fear mono fire extinguisher. Oh,
because I'm running to you. A static is here. A static would get nice a picture. Because maybe I'm not first, not me area. Into me, Miss Mimi will be on the camera that I will feel. Into me, I'm a so much feel be away and tell a judge to know that I'm here fast and he become with you. Now, me call you wabi, issue your fee. Like Jenny to me. It is like a yard, me wawa, and come in if you're the best.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Yes, now.
Okay. Hello, good morning. No free Adenta, Godfred.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
But we say
only panelists now so for ada ebe me say. Question before my turn, person be say I didn't say the ticket to bank. Then I didn't say the ticket to bank. Didn't you? But the person me answer my question.
Oh, to said a bay a back amount. It's different with Sika Crabre.
The other way around. Why don't you put our money in the bank?
Yes,
the other way around.
We should have for security sake.
Obviously. Then you said a back amount, yeah.
It is for security sake. I mean, me please you okay? I have my security in the house. It's okay for me to keep my money.
And you know the court to Obi and USK. Minia, and you know what the two Obiako USK. Now they buy some about police for the ADHD. Into police for young Casike, what they call ya, can you better talk a crab free so? Yen Nessica Fianfia Woba, near Tetor, and run a tax for near Tetor. And to me, twa yati free Missika Fians, any idea for police for ye investigation among me.
Okay, so
also argument
we should encourage, but we shouldn't say because government person. But me yes, government person.
Dabi, and yes, Anna, not by shame crying, not by shame crying, especially from the finance minister.
Or not.
No, that's not what the point we are making. Or no, me say, or you're part of the leaders of government. And tina abai shame crying say, "Obi a nisike biada, be on fan gongo to ben kanka more hold $1. And on account $1 ne kosro." It was an advocacy from the presidency to the Ministry of Finance to the BOJ. Na obi aka. Enti wo de was $1 puduo no. Na all the kokokra baby and near cousin and
it collapsing the entire
baby we seek a free day. We don't want to go there. Mama wa bobra, nikuna bobra, baby fino. And we are not saying that the money is fake money. No,
because ask away kwabet me for every baby and nana.
Yes, of course. But we are saying the process of storing them to the extent say and kwala
it's not the best. Sorry, ba. Okay. Said,
okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Sorry, but him said, "Osofo, ye me tra fasting and my congregation see ye
na me didi
na makwako didi ne ache me na me yam hwia obeka so otwea
da bi esi sofo bi kura no we kube and demon is sofo you mu break demon after the fast no bo diva also wo be bo me kube our ready na
I will see you say no the church you are doing 1 week fast. Then you see me, pastor, somewhere in then all of a sudden you see that I'm running stomach. You say, so we put the money in the bank so that the money is safe. You still telling me that, oh, me, I have safe place. That is why you keep it. If you have safe place, why are you coming to tell me that your money is no more safe?
So in conclusion.
And in conclusion, the can be better producers and everybody. And just one thing to clarify real quick because of how Mr. Coleman baby I will be there was a pan done by
you didn't say Mr. Coleman what share pa what share
before so in fact, we never talked about where the person gets his money. We never talked even about how bad the whole thing is. It's also been a fray, and all can be visa. And no, maybe it's better not even reply because what they buy, now you put us in a this is a discuss
to defend ourselves. Yeah.
And we as a Vietnam and yet una bemu and I will see yen physical to bank, especially with regard to dollars, because the whole nation and account. It was Oforiata himself who said the most difficult time for this nation and this government is 2022 because of the dollar district. Now I sorry penny in the Sikana shed then why I sorry I also for a declare sanoma anything. Okay. So that was actually that. Lastly, please, and for a true for emotion and Supreme Court is free case, to some of us, the bill, the LGBT bill, and this thing, the almost free case and almost say it may take about 1 year so no free but the ja push from here and there no almost free your bumpire say at least man no mako na ye hu de ye ko
also for your bed na ahwefo na ye de ba wie ne ye kas TV stations ye nye amanyosem me amisi so for Adzika me ni party card also for Quarcoo oni party card na co-host oni party card de bia me kan say ye nyina echi ye nyina biechi ye nyina zetechi no but asem ne ba ye doso mu e kire ya dwene to want to say the views expressed on this network by our callers by our viewers ni nyina they are not necessarily the view of the television e ya dwen kire e ya no ba ye ye kan bibi na anya da yesre you can be now chopper. We are still in a democratic state, and we as a Christian TV station are trying to do our civic right as a station. Echaya, yes, right. Yeah, twice we try one by a better ye also for justice appear could be as ye jana kwan ye koba ye dia pomodene any insurance bro. We are Yabeko agro for new year na fair the asem kesi aba asem kesi ne we are discussing the educational week of the Methodist Church Ghana mesre ye kotwe ti abasisia
COVID tiger nut powder yakofa ediaba we if you COVID organic foods for ensem ye ka ho asem no eye atadie ya tadua ane ya hata ye wie ne esi debi ye di fam fidiem ni ya yam enti bibi ye wom bia no eye organic ankasa ye ka ne se ne so no de oyo bema oyo ba na wutie wofu ede wanim no esomro so woni maame papa bi wo wasitre yare bi anase moja broso anase moja ne kwenti ni efu sane Mr. a COVID tiger nut powder. Eno chino, ye can say ya, ye ntua wo a, wo your batan na wo ma bo friend for. Wo hie ni fu super. E wo se wonya bi. Na ba bit me afre afaso, 0244 78 76 39 and 0558 400 265. COVID tiger nut powder. Akoya ne 2 in 1 etunya bitwa o tu chicken no o tu hunmuye eya pompi papa e na odi ama wo se dwedie nkratui FDA ahwehwem age atom se eye
Power Specialist Herbal Hospital emamu nyina akwaba e de ba Accra branch yi mu pokuase kwabanya main road no so aha eno manfo a ya wanya fracture tese wo na mu abuo africhie na empokura wo susu se bia obi na ato omaduro wo mom konya akwanhia pra aha na onya yaresa Dr. Kosua Aduaya enipa yenim na bia yenso ka na ahwere nim anadwo wo bedi wato ho ahwew se ebetoa wo asori akọ Power Specialist Herbal ewo efidie scan ya hwehwe wo nipadua no mu na ekse yare kura hawo wo do mu ndro na anam no asam yare kura yare ba ko so ne saye omombre pa hepatitis B sciatica stroke diabetes akomamu yare ahoro typhoid awo dunso mu yare ni nyina Power Specialist Herbal Hospital Koko Accra or Kwabenya ACP Road Kumasi or Feyase wani Josbro filling station de hwenu mu ena takra de so Anadi Estates Customs Road Ghana ha baby obia wo bia amfre 0244 54 44 22 and 0200 38 38 31
Power Specialist Herbal Hospital
Hepatitis B ayaresa fi ankasa
orofo onyankopon bo wi yo wate Bible say medium adwen amedwen won wonya bone bi de adwen be ma wawie ye pa ene ni da so obonofo na pekwan bi afaso awura asirikena mu awura brabo yi mu intini am onyame hyehye to ho ma ye no entumi nko senia ese eko na so onyankopon e de nkunimdie kwan bi e de ato ho amaye na no ne twase nipa hwehwe akire kwan eyin ye gina nkunimdi a onyame siesie ma ye no na free ho no ye be ye dan ne yetumi asan afa there should be a point Saul ewo Damascus kwan so no Christo Esiano until there was a turn in his life onyankopon soma Jonah there was a turn ewo na brabom edien na si wo brabom edien na ekoso wo asetene mu won a wo hu won no oyi won to ho won a wo yi won no wo frɛ wo won a wo frɛ won no ohye won ani onyam ani timini dwumadi a wato ni say turning point e de brew ewo Wesleyan TV kwasia da bia anwumre no nkron
mesra anwumre no nkro na watena wo TV achi na me wa yem pensem wo nyame asem mu there will be a turn now the no nyamo hye ebe merad shalom peace.
Hello, it's a bright and sunny Wednesday morning, and just as we do always on the show, we are asking how well are you doing, because it's Wellness Wednesday. You're still watching Sorina showing Wake Up to a Purposeful Day. My name is 𝗟𝗡𝗙𝗍𝗓, and it's time for the health segment. Mema ashafo nyina akwaba eba apomuden emreso. Apomuden is brought to you by 𝗡𝗡𝗡 Institute. 𝗡𝗡𝗡 Institute, a therapy center for all your addiction and rehab problems. Ubetumi ako 𝗡𝗡𝗡 Center. Uhwehwɛ won echikwanya ubehu won Kumase Kochi. Ene on apomuden ye twetwe enkomo ye toa ye enkomo twetwe no so concerning ENT, ear, nose and throat. Enti yenko na yenko nkwa twetwe enkomo.
Ear, nose and throat suffer infections. All sorts of bacteria, but mainly viruses. And the menjin de obia obi o ho a obeka de o emde minya katada na yefen katai, and most of them are viral infections. And they started there when kakra bone wuti oyao malaria, which is not malaria, but you are getting a febrile illness. Even when don't itching so, do was a son or take kakran and enkekao. So all these are signs of what? An infection in the nose. And the infection in the nose, no. In pain, obetin ako ichir. Now, especially say now, the habit or the usual thing you will do is when they saw him, trying to like shut down the sneezing, and that is a bad thing to do. In that, it forces sneeze to go inward, and that will send the infection into the ear. This tube ye chowa hey or pray one nature or pray one nature. And say when na instead of my pray no, the first is offer tube no mu okowasum. The typical thing they mean a sharp pain in your ears, and you need the infection eye then okowasum. The next thing you get they mean a pain in the ear, fever, and especially I'm afraid that fever and then treat malaria finally came dama, and it's an ear infection. Opinion also came or became. So say when in time yesha sunumu yesha ear drum no we start treating it, it will come down. Say you when in time I am there or pie when a sufi fia sunumu, and that will settle the infection in the ear. But in Yedibiana or Opredam, it can, when it gets complicated, you might end up in hospital, you can have surgeries and the rest. But and it always starts as a viral infection. And in your ordinary cold, in the cold season, it's worse in October, November. But in soon start to top one so it will start coming, which is part of the same process. And these things about, if you are sneezing now, you just open your mouth, sneeze with a tissue or sneeze into the cup of your elbow. No, yes, you don't spread the viruses. You don't spread the viruses, but then the thing continues, and then you get over it. Viral infections, practically you don't need any treatment, just a lot of fluids, some pain relieving medications, and you should be fine. Public health wise and fair, in all fairness to other people, no, once you have a cold, you have to wear a mask so that when you sneeze, it's contained, your breath is contained, the viruses don't get spread in the environment.
Dr. 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗍𝗘 or ENT specialist or 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗘 Teaching Hospital or no ena yete nenkanona. He is advising all of us that sometimes we want to sneeze, but because we don't have any tissue around us, we prevent the sneezing from coming out, or say nesano enye, it sends infections to the ear. So anytime you want to sneeze, just feel free, get a tissue and sneeze. That is the right way to do it. Inti anape aha enayede ENT, ear, nose and throat infections no ne ho enkomo no ebesi. Nyame ye adoma ochna ye betwa enkomo twetwe no so enti ochna jemre na hwe on Apomuden. Apomuden was brought to you by 𝗡𝘘𝗏𝗃 Institute. 𝗡𝘘𝗏𝗃 Institute, a therapy center for all your addiction problems. Oshisha won echikwanya ubehu won Kumase Kochi. Meeting the Rachel Mercy ahena Miss Sorry Sri. Miss Na is up next with Insurance Minutes.
𝗡𝘘𝗏𝗃 Institute. Ayaresabia hotonia sumdua shehoma. Edi no wakwankyere ni adekodia poten no a epia ma otokoso wa abrabo mu. Nanso sensanom ni nubone fa basa betwa wa akwan mu a eyi wa adwene firi obotaye no so. Wo 𝗡𝘘𝗏𝗃 Institute no yebetumi aboa wo ni wabusuafo a muhia mo anyina ma wogye ayemodea. Ye ayaresabia sebi yebeboa wona a wato nsane nubone fa ntentan mu. Ayaresabia ibotaye ne se ebeboa adwuma mu nimdifo asuafo ni nipa ahodo nyina ama watu anamwa edikan a edifa ahodie bebre won. Mpanimfo a ye ne won di dwuma no bi ne wona a wo hwe adwene mu yare afutufo ni adokotafo ni anesefo a wode won ho afiri nsanom ne nubone fa nsem. Yatete saa nimdifo yi na wo nimdie ne nneoma pa ebo ayarefo no. Na de atwam nso ne se ayaresan hyehyeye ni gina abefo nhyehyemu ni USA nhyehyeye a wode di dwuma no. 𝗡𝘘𝗏𝗃 ayarehwe ne fie die nyina ayepe. Yayaresan hyehyeye no gu ahodo na ebi ne medical monitored detox program, residential rehabilitation. Yesan tumi fa ye nananom akwa ahodo so sayare na ebi nso ne group therapy, 12-step AAA programs, recreational therapy ne nia ekeka ho. Oyarefo ne da akyehye ase bra ode ne nan besi biaye ho no a. 𝗡𝘘𝗏𝗃 Institute ya abefo ayaresabia ehwe wona a wadosuko won sane nubone famu. Na ani wiase afa na hyehyeye nyina nso yepe. Adampa ahodo a ye wonu bi ne VIP rooms, professional rooms, standard rooms, and air-conditioned rooms. Laundry services ye free. Ahobambo nsem nso wo soro kama. Yesan wo biaye a osua de na eba no aduane sem de a uni ha okra. Ye na chukwan wo Kumasi Kochi e wa Santimantem Ghana. Sa wo pentremu bi anso a mepa acho frayan wo 0245849185 ana 0322496188. USA Fonson frayan wo 404-735-7697. Abe Fontaine Tansu behunu yen wo www.𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗏𝗃. 𝗡𝘘𝗏𝗃 Institute, the Extension Center for Integrative Therapy, home away from home.
Hello and welcome to the Wednesday edition of Insurance Minute here on WTV. My name is Miss Na. Insurance Minute is proudly brought to you by 𝗛𝘆𝗲𝗍 Insurance Company located in Osu, or you can locate them wherever you are nationwide. Just look for the white and then the blue symbol with 𝗛𝘆𝗲 Insurance written boldly on it, and you can walk into any of their offices. They would have someone speak to you on the different insurance policies they have in store, and then of course you can sign on to one. Insurance is a very integral part of our daily lives, and so it lies on us to also sign on to very good insurance policies that would help us in time of needs. But on that note, 𝗛𝘆𝗲 Insurance has a video for us.
Ebusiafo, me din di AC Danwell. Obetumi afra me ACD. Me your virtual insurance underwriter. Metimi aboa. Ama wonsa ka motor insurance policy. Sima eduntem. Nia ubeya ne so besane me ha e WhatsApp number yi so 050-168-7806. Na enchakra. Me jejuma no ama.
If it must be done, it must be done well.
Beside you or around you, then you can use their social media platforms, Facebook, X and Instagram, or you can log on to or type just their WhatsApp number and you get an agent to speak to you, and you can sign on to especially the motor insurance policy. And if there is any other policy that you are interested in, you can also talk to ACD, and then she would find a way of getting that insurance policy and giving you the details on that insurance policy before you sign on to it. Take good care of yourself. If you are stepping out today, just watch all the road signs and adhere to them. Up next is Agro. Do enjoy. We'll be back.
Agro na sodeja. Wesleyan TV. Yezi Jesus Christ. Ruko wiazi inara.
Jama ahwefo nyina che na jama obibia akwaba ene anopei emfa emra WTV.